Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be playing something called Scary Maze by developer David Isnito. Now you're probably wondering, why are you playing a game called Scary Maze? That's a little silly, isn't it? Well, I guess I would tell you, don't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes games have ridiculous names, and in fact, they had to go all the way and make Scary Maze in all caps as well, just for effect, I suppose. But there's actually some kind of interesting ideas going on in this first-person exploration, randomly generated audio maze game, if that makes any sense. That's a lot of genres that we've got overlapping all of a sudden. So before we get started, and I actually go over what exactly is going on here, I should, of course, give you the warning, there is going to be a good degree of flashing lightage going on in this, so if you have any issues with photosensitivity, epilepsy, feel free to skip this one. It's going to get a little crazy, not as crazy as a lot of things, but there'll be pulsating stuff going on in about 5 seconds. So I'm going to lift up my viewpoint here, and you'll see we've got some rainbow colors going on, and this is the maze that we are presented with. Okay, so the essence of this game is we've got this constant downbeat, like percussive smashing sound going on, but it's all about audio in this. Obviously, the whole maze is kind of breathing with this audio effect, but as we walk over to some of these doors that you'll see, there's a big red blotch here and a white one over here and another red one over here. We're gonna put our ear up to this sucker. I don't hear anything. All right, what about over here? Don't hear anything. All right, so far so good. What about this one? Okay. So, as you can probably tell, stereo-positionally, as I turn around in a circle, the sound of that man screaming relentlessly on the other side of this door tells us probably don't go in that door. It also seems to happen on the beat, which is kind of cool, and it does introduce this element where actually, as we discover danger, we're actually adding to this sense of cacophony that's kind of surrounding us. So I'm going to open this white door here, and it looks like we're good to go. Occasionally they try and trick you, and there'll be an enemy on the other side of the door that you can't hear. This one's very clearly labeled. And this one seems like we're... Oh no, that's... Yeah, so when we run into one of these enemy Bob-omb characters, they actually produce this other sound that goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, right along with the music, and it's actually very well orchestrated, and I kind of really enjoy the effect. It's very silly, it's kind of hilarious, actually, but it does a good job at creating something very unique that I've never seen done exactly like this before in a game. And it sort of begs the question, where could this idea have gone if it went even further? Now, I've played this maybe about 4 or 5 times now. I've still never finished a maze of this. I'm not sure how exactly one does that. I just sort of carefully approach each door and hope that eventually I can find something that looks different than this. But it doesn't seem to be happening. What I was thinking is maybe each level would have its own rhythm, and each enemy, and maybe you'd introduce more enemies as you go on. Alright, so that guy was silent again. But yeah, maybe you could introduce more and more enemies. The enemies have different sounds, and the sounds actually complement each other. And apparently they can go right through walls, too, which is not really very good for me at all. I guess we'll just run right by and hope that this is safe. Okay, there's a wall down at the end. I've actually had a bad seed generation and just walked out of the reality and fallen out to my death. That's no fun when that happens, but we'll bum rush this guy and he won't know what to do. How funny is that sound, though? I freaking love the rhythm to this. It's so silly. Alright, just run on by. It's not particularly scary. I'm not sure if it's supposed to actually be scary or not, but, it's in the title, so I guess you gotta ask yourself that question. I guess if you were surprised by one of these guys, expecting to hear them on the other side of the door, and maybe they were just right up in your face like that, that could be a thing. It goes guilty! Yep, so we're just gonna kinda psych this guy out and do a little juke move there. Spin right around him. How about we just... Nope, that's a dead end. Super dead on that one. And the rhythm starts over again. I kind of wish there were more rhythms as well, even if it was just on the first level or something, just to mix things up. Oh, there's so many freaking enemies. I don't know how you're supposed to navigate this freaking maze, man. Also, as the intensity increases, it would be kind of sweet if the ground and the ceiling lit up as well. Oh, see, now you get a seed like this where you literally have nowhere to go except for to encounter an enemy right away. So all I can do is open the door and back right up and hope that maybe I could just juke him and get right by without taking too much damage. All that really happens is you just get kind of blurry-eyed for a while, and then eventually you recover if you can stay away for long enough. But this dude's tracking me through the wall, so I don't have very much time to do such things. And wait it out, wait it out, wait it out. Run! Run! Oh, I actually lived through that. Now, I should hopefully be able to get enough distance here. Oh my god, those colors are so wild. How about... Yep, safe. A rare safe door. Not that one, though. Alright, long hallways. That's what we like. Gives me some time to recover and think about where I'm going to go next. I'm being approached by several of these dudes. Another dead end. There's dead ends everywhere. What is that sound? I kind of wish that there was something kind of cueing me into where exactly the end of this world might be. Because I would love to discover that, just for once. Oh, they're tracking me down, man. You can hear them off in the distance. Alright, what about this way? This is a huge maze. I have no idea how many times I've probably looped through this area already. Yeah, of course there's gonna be a dude on the other side. I guess after I get out of range, they... Oh, come on. Oh. It was getting crunchy there. Did you hear that? Maybe that's when you're on the verge of death, or I have enough of these guys tracking me down. Maybe the sound actually changes a little. It also gets harder to find... Oh my god, there's so many of them. It gets harder to hear even what's on the other side of the door because there's so many things chasing after you. Obviously, there's one there. Oh my god, does he have like a white trail behind him? Okay, this is getting straight up demonic now. This is probably a real bad idea. But this is definitely one of the most expansive mazes that I've run into, so I figure we might as well take advantage. Oh god, it's a ball of death. I think they've all converged together, and maybe because there's so many of them producing that sound at the same time, it's making it all crunchy. Oh, this is bad. Ah, I'm gonna be super dead right now. Yeah, no way I could possibly have run through that and not gotten eaten. Alright, well, I guess that's about all I really have to say on Scary Maze. It's a surprisingly cool premise for a reasonably ridiculous title, and, you know, it deserves to let it be a lesson that maybe we should try things before we judge or something like that. I try to do that anyway, but sometimes it's just little preconceptions that crawl into my head. But anyway, if you want to go check out Scary Maze for yourself, there will be a link in the description. You can feel free to run around to your heart's content, and maybe even compose some new beats to run around to if you like. I don't know. You do whatever you like. And now that this idea is out into the world, I would love to see someone kind of capitalize on the concept and take it even further and see what you can do with it. Maybe even collaborate with David is Neato if somebody wants to reach out to him. That would be kind of neat, right? So yeah, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. I'll be happy to see you back again tomorrow because new episodes of Indie Impressions go up every single day. So if you're enjoying what you see here on the channel, feel free to click on the subscribe button, and then you can feel free to get new notifications. Well, you won't feel free, they'll just happen. But you'll get new notifications every day because that's how often the series goes up. And I look forward to bringing you more every single day for the rest of eternity. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you all real soon. Have a good night.